I can't believe that you came into my life. You made me feel again. Now it's my turn. You say you've always been a little bit shy, but I can put an end to your fears. Let me show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet until they start to bleed. DJ, take it away. Tonight is all for you and me. So baby, spin and let the music begin. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you spin? Don't let the doubt in you win. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you? I know it's hard for you to give it a try, but you are not alone. I'm here with you. I think you owe it to this beautiful night to lose all your control. Do it for you. Let me show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet until they start to bleed. DJ, take it away. Tonight is all for you and me. So baby, spin and let the music begin. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you spin? Don't let the doubt in you win. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you? Don't be afraid. Just let go of your fears, 'cause you know you can do it, baby. Dance them away. Now you know how it feels. Now you know you can do it, baby. And let the music begin. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you spin? Don't let the doubt in you win. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's time for another Power Play show with Coach Frenchy, Andrew Lepage, Inortap, and Michael DiVelleno. It's time, Power Play show. And we are live for another special edition of the Power Play Show, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. This is your hockey coach, Euro. Coach Frenchy directly for the beautiful Sunshine State. And yuck, look like tonight I'm in the building of the Nassau Coliseum in your calendars. I think it was great to see what's going on. We tried to figure out what is going on with Lou Lamoriello. I said maybe I will stop by to the Islanders, maybe in the old Coliseum. Maybe we're going to figure out what happened with Lou. But look like we cannot find Lou somewhere, somehow. He is out of the building. But we're going to be here with you guys tonight. And hopefully an amazing, great Monday on July 18. This officially the first day of the offseason in hockey. You don't have a lot of movement around the league. It's going to be very quiet for the next couple of weeks in hockey, for sure. And that will reflect, of course, with the Hockey National Show. We're going to be here until I get out of the USA for Thailand. Until then, I will show up the morning at 12 o'clock p.m. And I will be here every night at 9 o'clock p.m. Of course, this week I'm alone. No insider. Everybody is on vacation. Andrew is in the chalet. Mr. Nortap is in the north in Ontario. And Michael De Villano is in Italy at Rome for business, everything like that. So you're going to be hanging with me during the week, and maybe we're going to shut down a bit earlier if it's necessary. We don't have to go all the way late. We understand the situation. It's not because the channel is not going well. It's just because the people have time to take vacation, and I can understand that. And but we have some action around the league. Of course, a couple of signatures. We're going to talk about this. We know what's happened with the Chicago Blackhawks. The veteran of Ed Olczyk left the Chicago Blackhawks, who had no agreement between the team and Olczyk after 15 years behind the mic for the TV channel in Chicago. He's going to work now for the Seattle Kraken. So congratulations for Ed Olczyk. We know he was one of a cancer a couple of years ago when he was working with NBC. So we wish the best for Mr. Ed Olczyk. We have a few people in the chat. It's not the way to start the show that way. What I was said to you this is because my chat right now on my computer does not work. I don't know what's going on with this sometime. I don't like, but it is what it is. So I have the chat you can see on my right. Yeah, nothing's go over there. I don't know why. I will shut down this. Maybe that will help. But otherwise, I don't know, honestly. But I will use the YouTube channel straight on my other computer. Mr. KLS is in the house tonight. Welcome to be with us tonight. Directly from the Carolina #1 fans of the Detroit Red Wings. Mr. David Archer, our friend, is with us. Of course, thanks, David, to be with us tonight. Zev Lekav, welcome back, Mr. Zefri. Hopefully you have an amazing, great Monday. And back is in the house tonight. Our friend Jake McAnooey back in the house, #1 fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Hopefully Jake had an amazing, great off-season or summertime. Jake, we miss you. And I know when the hockey will be back, you'll be around, of course. So hopefully you're doing well, Jake, and everything is well with you. Thanks to be with us. Julie Thibodeau, welcome back, Julie. Thanks to be with us. Julie, she's in and out, but glad always to have Julie inside of the Hockey National Show on the Power Play Show. Welcome back. Directement de la belle province de Québec, de la région de Sherbrooke, notre ami Nicolas de Gauby-Bonneau. High five, Nick. J'espère que tout va bien, mon Nicolas. Aujourd'hui, tu as passé une très belle journée. 10 minutes to go, Jake McAnooey. Alan Barnes, our friend Alan, is in the house tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Thanks, Alan, to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show. Mr. Neil Chance, I believe Neil is the first time inside the Hockey Nation Show, the Power Play edition evening. Mr. Neil, thanks to be with us. Don't forget to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Show. We are about 50, 78, maybe 83 now. But we would love to have you inside of the family of the Hockey Nation. Our friend RJ Calabro back in the house, the upside of all the update around the NHL. RJ is a great with his volunteering to helping the Hockey National Show give us all the news around an NHL. Maybe RJ, you're going to give us some home run derby. Tell us what's going on with the home run derby. I'm not a big fan of baseball, but usually the home run derby is a great time to watching. But unfortunately, I did not do it tonight. I heard like Julio Rodriguez looked like he's a new all-star for the Seattle, I believe, or something like that. He is the big man of the hockey at the baseball at this moment. We need a top right defenseman in Montreal. Micro Love Sharks HD back in the house. Hopefully you're doing well, Micro. We did not see you a lot recently. So glad to having you aboard And hope you have an amazing, great weekend. Hello, coach, your friends. Zenith Gaming directly to the boss. Zenith, Zela, and Caroline. The great family of the Labos. Zenith, thanks to be with us. And hopefully you have an amazing. What about James Bond? Vinny James 007. Welcome back, Vinny. Always a pleasure. New subscriber a couple of days ago, always with us the morning or the night. Glad to see you, Vinny. And hopefully you're doing well on the Frenchy quiz tonight. Easy Frenchy quiz tonight, by the way, at the end of the show. It's more like under, over, in the exact. I just try to keep that simple. It's only Monday, so why not to go simple tonight? Thanks, Vinny, to be with us. Directly from somewhere in Ontario, Canville or Zakat Barville, whatever it is, Mr. Dixon Automobile Group. He's back with us, Dixon. Hopefully you're doing well. Et voilà, our friend Marco Larabie back in the house tonight. Marco, thanks to be with the Hockey National Show. New subscriber, new person like to be with us. Glad to have you, Marco. Always great question and knowledge about hockey, and that's what we are. To have all together talking about hockey, and great question, and don't hesitate to ask question if you want to. I'm going to go through this very soon. Here we go. The first one of the night. Do you think Drouin will start the season in Montreal? Did you anymore? What about the rumor that Drouin going to LA? The Jonathan Drouin at that moment is still, recovery for his wrist injury. Look like he's getting better. Do you have something will happen tomorrow? Every day, guys, at 11 o'clock, I make a video. 11 o'clock Eastern time. Today is why Shane Wright down to number 4 overall. And I'm talking about the development model in Montreal Canadiens. So tomorrow, I think is going to be one part about the Seattle Kraken with the Montreal Canadiens. Seattle Kraken have about $9.7 million to spend. They have to sign 3 players, but they are all below $2 million overall. So I think they will still have about $6.5 million to spend. I believe they could make a deal with the Montreal Canadiens for 2 players, Jonathan Drouin or Joel Armia. I think Montreal will try to drop another salary and their cap to get a little bit more, manage better their salary at some point. So I wouldn't be surprised. And then Seattle, I believe, are a good target between both teams. The Seattle could use Armia or Jonathan Drouin. But still, for me, if I I will keep Drouin until the trade deadline. His market value will be better at the trade deadline, become a UFA. So if I was to do something, Montreal would trade Joel Armia to the Seattle Kraken and Drouin at the trade deadline. I don't see him to go with Los Angeles Kings this moment. After they got Kevin Fiala, I think the Los Angeles Kings may be looking for the left defenseman. Montreal have a few of them, but I don't see targeting Montreal. I still believe, like I said yesterday, Jacob Chikron for the Arizona Coyotes should be a great target for the Kings if they have something for them. I think that would be awesome if they can do that. Thank you, Jose Duarte, moderator de Hockey National Show. He's in the house tonight. Coach, do you think Kadri will sign with Calgary Flame? Yes or no? Yeah, first of all, David, great question. Thanks for being with us tonight again. The Calgary right now are on the friend situation. They have to pay Matthew Tkachuk. He's a RFA. This could be changing their salary cap of the Calgary Flame at the same time. So, yeah, coach, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it is, because Calgary guys have right now $18 million to spend, but they have to pay 5 more players, including Maggiapane and Tkachuk. If they give $8 million, 0.5 example, to Tkachuk, that dropped them at $10 million. Maggiapane, I would not be surprised he get a little bit longer contract at 4 or 5 years at $5-6 million. And they have to pay Killington, where you're going to have an increasing over there. So that the money is not there too much for the Calgary Flame, David, to get to spend on Kadri. So they'll be really limited about this. I think Kadri could be an asset If I'm Calgary right now, I'm looking for Nino Niederreiter. I will try to get Niederreiter, and to be sure, I make a long term with Tkachuk, and then that will be better at Kadri. And I think Kadri is still going to Colorado. I feel Colorado right now shopping to figure out, okay, what we do. Eric Johnson, Girard, worst case, Comfort. I don't think they will want to do this. But Girard and Johnson could be on the market. More Johnson on my eyes. I think they don't want to trade Girard. If Kadri does not go there, it's because they want to keep both Johnson and Girard. And the money of Johnson could be a McKinnon in 2 years or next upcoming year after that. So it will be interesting, but I feel Kadri is 50-50, maybe 70 with the Colorado. They just try to open up space. It is the same thing with others. It's the same thing with other team or with example like Niederreiter, Kleinberg is another case where they try to figure out where they're going to go with that part of that. Drouin for the trade deadline. Great comments, Zeph, about this one over there. I hope you went, buddy. RJ, the news, Montreal Canadiens need to shred some salary to sign Kirby Dach. You're absolutely right. They are still have a $1.2 million, I believe. I think, or a little bit less for the Montreal Canadiens. And then they will try to figure out with Kirby Dach where it's not like a rush. They know they're going to find a way. But the negotiation Dach don't have a lot, right? So it will be interesting how much you're going to pay him. But definitely Montreal will try to figure out what they're going to do with to find this kind of money. Good evening, everyone. KLS, welcome back. Thanks for being with us tonight. William McClary, welcome back, William. Hopefully an amazing, great day, Mr. William. Always a pleasure. William McClary with the Hockey Initial Live Show. Thanks to be with us again tonight. Randy N, welcome back, Mr. Randy. Hopefully you're doing well. You have a great weekend. Randy is a big fan of the Montreal Canadiens. Valentino Rocket, go Canadien, go. Welcome back. Montreal signe Dubois aujourd'hui. Oh non, et Canadien Montréal signe Piquet Subban aujourd'hui. Non, oh go, Abs go. No. You know, at the end of the day, Piquet Subban is a right defenseman. It could be another asset Montreal can use as a third pairing at $2 million. But I don't know. When he was at time with Montreal, I was a big fan every time that. I don't know if Montreal, with the new culture, go with this management. I don't see this, but you never know, right? But the attention to PK is bigger to some other things. So I think for limited all those kind of attention, I think Montreal is not going to go that way with that. And talking about Pierre Dubois, I don't see this year. At least the Winnipeg want to go lower on their demanding and return. Now possible. But again, Dubois will be free next year. Why to get those kind of assets at this moment? Again, if Montreal get, I don't know, they offer Devorak with Anderson example and maybe a second round pick or a left defenseman Montreal, like a Norlander. Maybe they will let it go and wait and not wait one more year and drop about $9 million for the salary cap. That could happening. But again, why to do that? I don't see the urgency right now. Montreal is not going to make the playoff. Montreal is going to be at the bottom 8, maybe bottom 5. Not push anything right now. Just let it go. Just compete every game. That's the only thing you can do on that one over there. That would be my suggestion about this. Mac Zuck, welcome back in the house, Marker. Stone has a good shot. You can see my thumbnail with Michael Stone. We're going to talk about this one. Montreal should look about him. I think he can fill up a good spot. The spot that Montreal need a right defenseman. I'm definitely talk a little bit more about this in the next couple of minutes. Please hit the likes. Zeph, pas de suite pour Dallas. Pas du bois. Ben d'accord avec toi, mon Zeph. about this one over there. NHL Hockey News Report is in the house tonight. Number one fans of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Welcome back, Mr. NHL, directly from Connecticut. Always great to have NHL have his own YouTube channel, and a big fan of Montreal Canadiens, and that would be good to see that. David, please, P.K. Subban, he can go to Toronto Maple Leaf. Yeah, I don't know. Again, maybe Seattle can go with P.K. Subban. Arizona can go with P.K. Subban. Like, that's where he at right now. And unfortunately, he paid for all the kind of person he was in the past. Nothing wrong. The human being of the P.K. Subban guys, maybe one of the top 10 in hockey. Like what he does for the charity and community and everything like that is a great heart. You have a big heart. It's just sometimes he's an extravagant person. Attention has always been on him. That's what he likes to do. So, would be interesting. How this turn around. Sorry about that. I have to pick my phone because people text me. It's funny, Francois, you said that because I never read the next one. I always go one by one. And Francois said the same thing. Send PK to Arizona. They need an entertainment. Francois, welcome back in the house. Mr. Nan Tal, welcome back, Mr. Nan Tal, another good subscriber to the Hockey Nation Live Show. Pierre Martin, welcome back in the house. Pierre Martin, great to see you today. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Blackhawks fan 97, directly from Hollywood, Florida. He's in the house tonight. Another member of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Chair Buddy, David, Jose, Chair David, Denis Richer. Dans la région de Nashville, notre ami Denis est déménagé dans la région de Vermont. Il est de retour maintenant dans la région de Nashville. Dennis, hopefully the kids doing well, the family's doing good, and you enjoy the Nashville Predators. Dennis, I have two sons. He's going to be on the AAA for the Nashville Predator, U13, something like this. Remember the last name, Richer. Who knows? Jordan and Nathan could become hockey player NHL one day. To wait until the trade deadline to get max value and return Zeph. Yeah, absolutely right about this. That big wave in the ocean today. I got messed up bad. Blackhawks. Pierre Martin, thanks, buddy. Be careful with your skin, Blackhawks. Still cloudy today in Florida, but you know, it's up and down, so you have to be careful about this one over there. That sounds too bad. Nick, no need for PK, drop, conserve. We don't need distraction. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't see him like the top four. He's 33 years old now. His skating is good enough, but again, it's not like he was the young PK Subban anymore, unfortunately, but it could be a good asset. Like I said, the Arizona, the Seattle for 1 or 2 years at $2 million or less. I think it would be good for a team like them. William, Coach, I know it's early, but how much better do you see next year? The draft been over this year. Probably another reason for Abs to finish. How, again, patient will be virtual for the 5 years. This is a good Nick. William, it's so funny you talk about this. Should be on tomorrow. I put the top 10 prospect 2023 video. The video is done deal. I already did it. I did my selection. I did everything. I make my top 10 over there. I just need to complete the video, and it will be on tomorrow, Mr. William. So to go through this tonight, I don't want to do it because I will sell it. But the draft guys for 2023 compared to 2022 is so much better. if you talk about Slavkovsky, right, Goalie, Nemec, example, right? I believe no one of them will be top 3 NHL draft 2023. They will never be better to Fantilli. Fantilli is a 6'3" player from Canada, playing in the USHL last season. Michkov for the Russia, play on the KHL, and he play on the MHL. And then you have Connor Bedard for the Regina. Great WHL. He did 100 points, 59 game, I believe, something like that. And 51-49 for 100 points. They are the best 3 on this. Now, Montreal could get a hat trick Slovakia next year. They have a guy, his name is Dalibor Devosky, another great forward. He's on the map over there. They have a few after that. The Stremel. It depends what you like. I put right now the top 10 over there. From 8, 9, 10, some would put them maybe 11, 12, 13. They would bring other players in the top 10. It's really what you like. But they are really great hockey players. 2023, William. The top 3 are Fantilli will go to college. Mikov is signed with the Russia until 2026. Bedard, he will jumping right away in NHL. Like Bedard, guys, is a little bit less at McDavid. His deception, his hand, his shot, his accuracy, guy, he can score. I'm making a video about him tomorrow with the 10 top prospect, and only about how he shift his weight on the shooting from the inside, outside, how this arm, the left arm, is always high to get that kind of the line between the shoulder, the hip, when he drop down and he flip his weight from his stick, is flex the stick, and then his weight from the one leg to another legs. So it would be impressive to see this tomorrow. So expect William to be out tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time, but you expect tomorrow night at 7 o'clock possible. I would put this out, the top 10 NHL 2023. So great question at the same time, Mr. William. You guys, you're always reading what I said. Not 5 years, William, less that Montreal would be back. I think Montreal 3 years, they'll be joined the Ottawa, the Detroit, the Buffalo. The next 3 years, Montreal would be a better team, definitely. Perfect timing. Coach, looking forward to do that. And again, I can go to 15, 20, but the fact I make a lot of information inside this for the top 10, I said, look, we are only in July 2022. And today I'm reviewing a show me and Michael Divinano, August 6, 2021. And August 6th, we talk about Shane Wright and the pick for 2022. We did an evaluation of the pick on 2022. At that moment, we put Shane Wright number 1. And it was just for me to see what we did 1 year ago. It's crazy how this channel grows so much, guys. Thanks so much for everything. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Marco, how much time do you spend creating contents every day? Minimum 1 hour before I go to gym at 7. From 9 to 11 o'clock after that. So that would be about 3 hours minimum the morning. I have the show after that for 1 hour. That's 4 hours. Then I would take a break for 3 hours. I usually have a show every day at 6 o'clock. So now we don't have the show, so I have a little bit more time. And then I create other, so 2 hours afternoon. And then the night, 7, 8, 9. About, right now is the off season, about 10 hours per day. I will say to you, Marco. And then during the season hockey, I would say 12 to 14 hours per day. with all the searching and all the information, because when I'm at the gym, I'm listening hockey podcast. It could be NHL Network. It could be Elliott Filman. It could be Athletic. It could be the French Connection with Gaudin, Arbu. And so I'm getting all those information when I'm at the gym. So I'm saving 90 minutes of all film me for my contents during the day. And then I'm watching the Twitter. I'm connected on Twitter 24 hours. Everything happening with Twitter, NHL Network, NHL.com. And then I have to go to RDS on the French side to watching what's going on over there. So it's all those continents I got is because my searching. And then I have a kind of program pick me up everything. And then you have about 10 other websites I'm watching. I'm always on Cap Friendly. Cap Friendly. I'm the Elite Prospect member. I'm on the Tooth Friend website for the Players NHL. And then I'm with about 3 people does all the kind of statistic analytic. I'm with this. And then I have the companies called Instat for all the clip and all the stat I can get on the behind. So that's my day about this one over there. So it's the off season right now, so I enjoy it the most. I don't have to work a lot. During the season, it's really busy, morning to the night. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hopefully this helping to understand about this. And then this week, guys, I'm going to show to you my what is my setup. So I can go that way. I can reverse my screen every time that. Like I will give you an example. I have those kind of the gimbal. What I use, I put my phone here and I create some video every time that for other things. But I will take all the kind of stuff like that to create this. I have a new mic coming very soon, so you're going to hear me better. Whatsoever, my English is not great. And then yeah, so. That's happening here. Thanks for your question, by the way. Blackhawks, my back is still all red because they got, yeah, I'm sure it is about this. Any good goalie prospect in 2023? A little bit better, honestly. Marco, compare. I think they have a one from the Sweden, a second round pick. If I can recall, it was 66, or maybe at the end of second, a little bit better compared to last year. But I would be honest with you, I did not do a lot of search about the goalies. This year, a lot of defensemen, right? The Nemec, the Chirecek, the Bandichak, and the Lamoureux, and Michel. I can go all the way with those defensemen in NHL 2022. They don't have next year. They have only one defenseman at the top 20 at this moment. They have a lot of center for NHL 2023, and they're a good one, and they are big. USA have 2 big right wing, and they have a big guy. I cannot remember his name. Is he from the BCHL? The BCHL is junior triple A, and it's not the WHL. It's a BCHL. It's one lower, but the guy is a monster. I can see his face, like. His hair is blonde hair, but he scored like 97 points last year. Considered right now the top 20, and I put him on the top 10. I'm always a little bit concerned about BCHL, but he's still young, so I believe he's going to go on the USHL next year or the WHL. Someone going to follow up for sure. And like I said, I will definitely give you all those information about that. And if when you're a member of the Hockey National Show, you get email from me, and you get all those kind of articles about something I got, and I sharing with you everything like this. So that's what we do. And then we bring people, the Marco Davino, Jared Brown, we have Ross Cohen. Those people does all the different prospect all the time. And I really focus this year on prospect. I think I'm going to making a little bit more video about prospect. I think the people starting to enjoy more the prospect. Is more marketing now in the NHL. I think that would be something I can promote more for sure. And I apologize. I'm carrying on now. My messenger does not work. So Thanks so much, RJ, for this one over there. Let's go here. I forgot the question right now here. Let me pick up here. When do you see Montreal money cap problem solved for good? I still believe Pierre Martin, they know something we don't know. If they don't know any move, expect Paul Biron, $3.4 million, expect Carey Price. One of the two or both of them are going to be a long-term injury reserve. So if both go there, that's give about Montreal $14 million. So you have no problem. That's why it's not big problem with Kirby Dak contract. I still believe Paul Biron maybe not play next year. And they will put him on the long-term injury reserve. And they will give him a job to work with the Montreal Canadiens after that in the future. So for me, that's what I'm not too much concerned, Pierre, about this situation for their gut. Now, they save, they put $27 million out. Overall, they are about $6 million over they saved so far. With all the trade and everything like that, the player they come back, the player they left, everything on this. It's not a bad job for Ken Hughes, right? It's not bad at all. Now they have to get a little bit shred more, but not too much. I think they will wait until the trade deadline because we have 4 players on the trade deadline UFA. But, you know, one is Paul Biron, nothing there. But the Jake Allen, the Jonathan Drouin, and the Dadonov, 3 of them could be a trade at the trade deadline. That gave Montreal more possible. Another 3 prospect could be a pick, or it could be a prospect in return, maybe 4. So I believe they will make more of those transactions. We'll see the time, but that's my prediction at this moment. Renaud, do you? Do you like the Sharks? So the Sharks today announced Kaki Kannanen sign with the San Jose Sharks, resigned with them after he got traded by the Minnesota Wild during the season last year when they got Fleury and the net. So Kakkonen is not bad goaltender, better to Montembeau. You cannot. It's like almost black and white, Renault. When I said that's like he's a regular backup, solid backup. Kakkonen is maybe one step to become a regular goaltender in NHL. It's still young. It's not like you have not much experience in NHL. Montembeau is not at the same class. It's a one step below at Kakkonen. Don't look too much at stat because his stat got messed up with the San Jose last year. He's a good goaltender, honestly. Kakkonen for the San Jose Sharks signed contract. I think 2 million, 2.5 was 2.7 for him for Capo Kakkonen. And I want to be sure I give you the right thing. 25 years old, guys. So he's coming now at his prime and NHL. Really, the last 3 years with the Minnesota Wild. And so it'll be interesting what he's going to look over there for the San Jose Sharks. San Jose Sharks now have 3 goaltender guys. So that would be something you have to follow up. You have James Reimer, you have Aaron Hill, and Kakkonen. I'm sorry, I have to move this over there for the question. The leave window will be closed when the Montreal is ready. When Matthews walk out free agency. Yeah, that would be a good point about this. The Boston will be out at that moment, I believe. The Tampa Bay will be another one going to drop in the next 2 years. And then the Florida Panthers will be maybe at their peak again at that time if they do the right things. Toronto maybe in one is going to low over. But again, it's going to become now the Detroit, the Buffalo, the Ottawa, the Montreal going to pick it up. That's division, Atlantic division, would be really interesting to follow. I'm looking at the cap for the Abs at least. I would say to you, for the Montreal Canadiens guys, the chance to make the playoff, you have to go over about 3 years and more. To get the top 10 in NHL could be 4 to 5 years. That's how deep time it would take for them. The time to ski is going to be his prime. He's only 23 years old, so you have to give him 3 more years, 4 more years. Then Coffey will be 25 at that time, and then you have the rest. The Kirby Dak, the Goalie, and the Baron, the 2021, and the player we get, Lane Hudson, example, Owen Beck, and those young players we got, and it would be the reach at this moment. During that time, the 5 years, who's the goaltender? They have to pick it up someone on the UF3 if they cannot make any trade. So that'll be interesting. Exactly. Price don't go nowhere. Pierre is going to be the 2 options you just mentioned to us. Abs want to resign Drouin. I don't think so, Renault, at this moment. They will let him go first. And when I said let him go, they will see what they look like for the next couple of months. They will try to put him really on the right track and see after that. Now, if Drouin make 50 points with Montreal Canadiens and he got a contract about $3.54 million with Montreal, it's not a bad contract. It's just right now he make too much money for what he gave to the Montreal since he's with them. And again, so we'll see what it look like in the next couple of months. Thanks so much, Marco. I appreciate that, Pierre. Coach, your Twitter posts are showing up more frequently lately. Possible. William, I don't do a lot of posts, but I do a lot reply for the people, and I follow much what's going on over there. Not with that bank up and he'll retire, and then you have 10 million free money. You're absolutely right about this. Zev, Renault, Matthews could close to play with Kachuk, DeBrincat, Norris, Ottawa on a dream team. The problem, Renault, is the money. I don't think so they can carry on those kind of players, Renault, unfortunately. Go, Senator. Go, Nicolas. Sorry about that. I lost the track right here. Seriously, Montreal would probably be on the waiting mode this year. It will have to wait trade deadline. Exactly about this, François. Philippe, welcome back, Philippe. Not allowed, Renault. I don't expect Montreal to be a playoff team next year. I can promise you that. I don't make a lot of good prediction in hockey, but this one, take it. Montreal not going to make the playoff next year. François, that is where I think they will go to the bank. Renault, I seriously doubt they will reach 20 playoff. It's not even in the plan. Not allowed. If you follow the standing, right? I make a couple of days ago, we did this quickly. I still believe Montreal is maybe the 7, 8. That would be the great year for them if they can finish 24, 23. That would be awesome. But I still believe 26, 27, that would be their end of the year with a good year. They'll be going to be number 8 in the Atlantic. They're going to be number 15, 16 in the East Conference. And then after that, the under side, it all depends. But I don't see Arizona, Chicago, Anaheim, 3 of them, I think they will be below at Montreal Canadiens. So that gave them at 29. So 27, 29, that would be really the logic of what we predict right now. But a good year maybe can slip more. When I said that, they're not going to beat more. Maybe a team in Metropolitan have a really bad year, and then the Seattle struggle on the under side, or another team like could be Winnipeg, example. I just gave a name right now. Could have a really bad year. So that would be my prediction for that one about this. David, Zeph, Francois. Yeah, about this. On va promote les prospects. Yes, yeah. A couple of them would be. They have 2 if they want to sign the young gun. Will have. François, any question? Please put the letter Q. On the 2023 should be the end of the cap L. Yes, I agree with you about this one over there. Now, they go maybe like if they add Dubois or someone like that after that. I think 2023 guy, they will try to find players a long term with the Montreal about 23 to 25. I think they were looking more for the kind of like a Dubois. It could be another one, but that kind of player, or a 26 player become 26 on the UFA on the forward, or a right defenseman. I would be surprised to check if they would not be targeting a right defenseman next year after that. RHP has to start over Stokowski this year. Question, should the Montreal Canadiens sign a right defenseman? Depend how many good right defenseman prospect coach. But they don't have a lot right now for the Montreal Canadiens. We have to go all the way with Logan Mailloux. He is the best defenseman for the organization, for the Montreal Canadiens. And when I said that, it's because I already put Justin Barron as the best defenseman overall, right? So after that, you have to go with Mailloux. Logan Mailloux for them. So they don't have a lot on the right defenseman. I tried to get you another one. And that's it. The rest is all left defenseman. So this not easy for the Montreal Canadiens. So Logan Mailloux will be a top 4. Barron will be a top 4. And could reach right there. The situation tonight, I was talking about to add a defenseman. Like you see, my question was, can we add a defenseman, right defenseman? I still believe Montreal would be better to add one. Their option B, or the option that you said, or let's put Harris, Schoenemann, Madison on the left defenseman, on the right defenseman, and go from there. But I still believe a Michael Stone or a veteran player like Stone, and it's not talking about Piquet Subban, but a Michael Stone, 32 years old, good offensive players. It's not a bad defenseman. It is another one can reach 25 points, can score 8 goals per year if you use him more. I think that would be a good asset for the Montreal Canadiens to have that kind of experience. If something happening with them, like an injury on the right side, because think about this, if they lose Savard, Baron, or Whiteman, now they have only 2D to finish the year. I know they sign, they bring back Leskinen, but he's not like a top great defenseman in NHL. He's far to be there. So for me, Stone, you can get him below at $1 million. He was a $795, I believe, with the Calgary Flames. You get a veterans. He's a good guy. He can bring some kind of skate, not skating, but a good offensive, have a good shot. And you don't have to let him play 80 games, but you can use him for 60 games. That will not change your left defenseman and grow those kids like Cooley, Harris, Schoenemann on the right side on the left side, on the right side of how they play usually, and that'd be good. That would not push Madison to play on the top anyway on the right defenseman. I'm going to talk about Mike Madison, guys, the next 3 days. Compare Madison with Brent Kulak and Jeff Petrie career. Pretty unique about how the Montreal right now, what they can turn Mike Madison, exactly like Jeff Petrie, and how they took Kulak when he came in Montreal, and how they turned Kulak who he is today. And we have to give credit for Luke Richardson. I think we don't give credit for Luke Richardson as a defenseman coach for the Montreal Canadiens for the last 4 years. He make a lot of better players. The Romanov become better because of Richardson. Kulak become better because of Richardson. Jeff Petrie became better because of Luke Richardson. And the Montreal, when they went all the way to the Stanley Cup, Richardson was one of the guy behind the bench. He did a really good job. We're going to miss him a lot. For the Montreal Canadiens fans and the players. His experience at 21 years and as a hockey player, the way he communicate with the players, of course, and the players like him a lot. So he's going to be missed. Definitely he's going to be missed. Go Abs go. Francois, that's where I think they will go. All right. Try to get up. I apologize. I use my backup computer right now, so stay with me. Until the price go on the 4 years, Gallagher. I don't think so. We need to think the next 5 years, Renault. I don't see that. I don't see it's necessary to do that. The 2022 draft. Adam Fantilli. He's a great hockey player, Fantilli, born in Canada, play in USHL, a big 6'3". Watch him. Everybody talk about Michkov. I'll be honest with you guys. I understand Michkov is a unit, special kid. Bedard would be number 1. But at some point, I would not be surprised if I put Fantilli number 2 and Michkov number 3. And the one reason is because it's not only the talent at Michkov. He's from Russia. He's signed until 26 over there. He's not coming here for the next 3 years. And you never know. It could be turn like a Kaprizov and come back here only at 24 years old. So you're losing 6 years of the Kaprizov, of the Michkov. You may be better to go with Fantilli. Now, after that, you have a step lower. The Devosky example, the Yager, not Yager, but Yager. It's a Y-A-G-E-R. So Y-Gar. Then you have a star. You have the Finland kid, Nafan Noonan, I think his last name. And anyway, I'm going to give you all those names tomorrow. Hey, Coach Frenchy, a long time since we, but thank you so much, Mr. D. Zeke. How you doing, my friend? Mr. Zucker from the Boca Raton. Hopefully you're doing well, Mr. Zucker. We miss you, and hopefully you're ready for your Ranger Tampa Bay next year. That's enough hour to trade with as no trade list, ask Vegas and I. Yeah, understand, but I still believe you can. The problem he got last year, Marco, is when they trade him, they never knew he has that clause, first of all. Secondly, they sent him, the team was not in the playoff. If that enough, they would send him in Tampa Bay, or they would send him in Colorado, or they would send him a top 10, a top 5 team. Possible they win the Stanley Cup. They have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. He will go. Does it make sense? But if you send him, hey, I'm going to trade you Anaheim, or I will send you a San Jose, he will refuse to get there at the trade deadline. But if you give him a chance to be, and the team can win the Stanley Cup, he will go. Because he's out of the playoff with the Montreal Canadiens. I'm pretty sure he will not resign with the Montreal Canadiens. So it's a win-win for him. Win for the Montreal, a win for him. And I think that because when you become a UFA, remember, it's all about the money, right? If you get to play with Colorado and you finish with, I don't know, 5 goals, 6 goals, and then you go to playoff, you score like 4 or 5 goals, big goal, chin, right? He's going to get money the following year. That's Lekonen case. So I give you another perspective, Marco, about this. I don't know if that it makes sense to you. François Pitre. Yeah, Gallagher, guys, is this part of there. And when I said this, Gallagher, take a time. So, Gallagher, you have to bounce back first. So, let him play this year. It does not hurt too much. And see what it looked like after that. Have a good year. Maybe something would be interesting if you have some kind of the deal. I don't see this right now. But I think you have a good year. It would be a little bit more flexible about. I still believe it's going to be a good year with Martin St. Louis is going to develop him better. And I think Gallagher is mentally is ready to go. It's the physicality of his body. It was exhausted. So give him a chance and see what he look like from there. I think it's 3 month, 4 month rest right now, helping him to recover his body and go from there. But it's not an easy player to get traded with a contract and the way he play. It's not an easy one, but you never know. When you go to the Stanley Cup, you have it possible to add someone like him. We never know. Maybe not next year, maybe in 2 years, we'll see. Mr. Rudolph, welcome back, Mr. Rudolph. Coach, do the app have any players package to trade for the New Jersey for Damon Stevenson? The right package, I will say to you, for the Devils, honestly, is Josh Anderson. That's the only way I believe that the New Jersey will trade him. Otherwise, when Montreal don't have a lot right now to get him for Stevenson. And next year, he become UFA. So that's how I was waiting to answer that. Now, I will give you one more possibilities. I know some of you will not like it, but that's the rumor I heard. Montreal may be possible to trade for Tyson Barrie. Relax. I understand. But, and I don't know exactly, it would not be a prospect. It would be maybe a veteran players like maybe Mike Hoffman or something like this. A top 9 players for Tyson Barrie. Because they will need money, and then the fact they send Tyson Barrie, and now Montreal gets someone for only 2 years, and then they figure out for this at this moment, that will be another possibility for the Montreal Canadiens. Again, I understand. Imagine Barrie, Madison together on the blue line. It's not great as a defensive zone coverage. I understand, but we don't have to lose nothing. Like we don't have like you can have a guy like Barrie for 2 years. It's not hurt the team. It makes sense. But what you can give over there, You don't shrink your salary cap. I understand this. But that would fix your hole and the right. Can they like Joel Armia? If I maintain, I will maybe go there. But that's not help the salary cap for the Montreal Canadiens. But this is another option. I don't say they will do it. Again, we talk here, we assume, we try to figure out, right? So don't say, oh, Coach, you was wrong. It's an option I heard. That's it. Great question, Mr. Rudal. Thanks to be with us, by the way. The problem with Renault about Severson, he became a player to get trade for them since last year. He want to get out. He now play behind Hamilton. And he does not play on power play. Only unit number 2 when Hamilton was there. He is there. He does not play. He play behind. He's another Tyson Barrie, but better overall. And now they have John Marino. Now they can get Marino can maybe pass him at some point. So him, he feel like, hey, time to get out here. So that's what my expectation. Renault, he will not resign over there. And they have Hamilton at $9 million, so they cannot give him $6 million, $5 million. So they'll be stuck on my eyes for that one over there. Zeph, yeah, absolutely right about this, Zeph, for the plus you mentioned about the trade deadline. Connor Kiki, guys, got draft, right? And is a special case on this one. You're really going to see Connor Kiki next season. He played behind Mathieu Savoie and Winnipeg Ice and the WHL. So his number are not reflect what he need to improve the most for Connor Kiki, and he said he will do it during the summer. It's all about the power skating. If he can find another step about his edge work, about his power skating, his explosion, right? That will help him a lot. You have the possibility to be a second center in NHL, if not third. He's a big 6'4". He could be right wing at some point if they have to. He's a big guy. But again, his number, like I always said, guys, the number of the player and the stat and the junior, don't focus too much on this. Some are impressive, but it's not there. What you need to know, okay, what he does great, who they are, how they do things, without the puck. When you look the clips, that's what I'm looking for. You know, it's great to have 90 points and want to understand that. But when you go on that level and you compare him versus the other one at the same level, it's not about the goal anymore. It's about how they're skating, their decision making, their playmaking, their anticipation, how they read the play, where they go, without the puck, how they open the eyes, right? How their back checking is, how they go the defensive zone coverage, and how they can do the little details, put their stick under the defenseman, example, go in front of the defenseman when they cross each other. Those kind of situations, that's you're looking in the junior. That's what for me is interesting. So Connor Kiki is a 3-year plan minimum, and I hopefully will not become a byfield as a skater, but it's a great pick for him, Mr. Renault. Blackhawk, tell us more about the Kirby Dackman. Mr. Boonram, welcome back. Sarkowski, Dak, and Anderson. We'll see if Sakowski he will make it or not. Bonram, but he will be interested. Mr. Bobby Bagadonuts. Welcome back, Bobby. Yeah, I agree. His development is really not there, Renault, yet for that one over there. Zev, about Poland, guy, if you watch my video today, I give you another perspective about Rand Poland. Why he never reached his full potential. Injuries, COVID-19, injuries, and the development for the Montreal Canadiens make him way easy right now. That's what I said. He's not a boss yet. You need to get developed and see what he look like in the next 2 years. Here we go. My chat is back now. Oh my God, I feel better now. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. Alan Villacco, welcome back. We miss you, Alan. The Bro Bowler. Alan and Irene Vaillancourt, great people, ladies and gentlemen, from Kentucky. Thanks to be with us. I'm already way too weak at center. I've been that way for 25 years. It depends, Alan, how you if you consider you weak about this. They've been there before, for sure. Now they're getting better. They have Suzuki. They have Devorak. They have Dak. They have Jake Evan. It's not perfect. But in the prospect, Owen Beck, Jan Mezak, Joshua Roy, he can shift back and forth. That gives you right now a great, better line of center. It's not, we don't have McDavid, right? But if you compare in the next 3 years what he's going to develop them, I think it's looking great for the Montreal Canadiens. The way they draft, the way they're going to develop them, it's going to be interesting. If you can get Dak a 6'4", become a 50 point, 60 point, you have Suzuki at 70 point, that give you a good punch, 1 and 2 right there. And you can maybe add another one at some point. And Owen Beck, guys, you're going to love Owen Beck. He's a Devorak better. Owen Beck in NHL. That's how he is. And Owen Beck could become an Anthony Cirelli in NHL. That's how you see him. Owen Beck, guys, it could be a first-round pick, by the way. Renaud, plusieurs ont dit qu'il méritait même pas d'être choisi 3e. If you talk about Cody Dak, about him, it depends. Again, that draft year was really complicated. It was not an easy one. You have a lot of surprise over there. I think for me, Cody Dak, it would be more like 7, 8, 9, 10 for him. But the people like the big size, right? His skating is good. His stick handling is good. He is a good hockey player. But again, he needs more development. Pierre Martin said, oh, we have Mr. the first super chat of the night, Roger Delaney. Let's do it. First super chat of the night, Roger Delaney, $6.99. Thank you so much, Roger. Rivers, chop, chop, chop. Roger Delaney, super chat, $6.99. Super chat, Roger Delaney. We love it. We love the super chat. Thanks so much, Roger. Very kind of you, Roger. Great member, supporter of the Hockey National Show, guys. Just a great human being, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Roger. Here we go. Set up an illegal record. Man Gaze missed 1 season last season. Poland was not able to get regular spot. Good trade for the Montreal Canadiens. For me, a lot of people consider him, oh, we should not trade him. That. I don't think so. I think he should trade. The best way, Pierre, the best way for Rand Poland is a number 3 center. It could become that way over there. It's more like a number 4. And you have a lot of number 4 you can get in NHL. That departure, that opened the money to get Rand Pitlick. So That's how I see it. I think we understand he's 23 years old. We could wait, but he will not reach more. And what Montreal is building right now, they have no time for him. The prospect behind him are getting better. They're going to be better and better and better, Pierre. So a long term, his chance to stay in that team is really minimum. It's really small. So for me, I see this way. I understand he's a first round pick, 25th overall, but this is the past, right? We are looking right now the new teams called the Can Use team, and just be patient, right? By the way, they used to call me the Joey back at the nuts. Here we go. C'est évident. Poland had the third center job coming into 20 last year. He went to the American Hockey League. The injury was plaguing him, Zeph. He was coming for another wrist injury, of course. But it's not an excuse. I can understand your point of view about this one over there. Time, development for him, and improvement is skating are three elements they need to get with. Because in the last, and guys, he came from NCAA with a St. Cloud. He jumped in the NCAA at 18 years old. From 18 years old to 20 years old, he played about 100 games in 3 years. Went to Montreal, go to Laval. He got hurt the first year. He played, 30 games? The second year, started again with American Hockey League, got hurt again, played 50 games. So he played about 200 games in 5 years. So and not enough reps. He played 50 games, 60 games with Montreal this year. So it's all about development. It's all about he need to play more game. And unfortunately, it did not work this way. For Poland, il a tellement eu de chance et en plus, ça commence et c'est devenu frileux. Injuries. The ad a 4-6 player who has overpaid for the contribution at coughing used to make a trade. They pay for that one for sure, Zeph. Again, time, let it go. Think about this guy. Biron out next year, the Drouin contract. It's $9 million there, right? The following year after that, it's Armia is out. It's Mike Hoffman is out. So the next 2 years, they go to recovery another $8 million. Of course, you go to make some players, team money, everything like that. Edmondson is out after that. Next year, Jake Allen is out too. So I believe Poland and Petrie are good addition for the Pets. Yes, Bunram. I think Petrie is a good one. Poland is stabilized the 4 line if they don't want to get, but he's still young. But we'll see. Yes, Mr. AP about thanks Bergevin. That's your use Poland, bad contract. Allen, yes. Bergevin a voulu le sachant bien qu'il allait bien partir bientôt. You're absolutely right about this one over there. If il a fait du dommage à long terme. I think the trade was good for both teams. I agree with you, Alan. At the end of the day, that's the way I see that. You're going to see a Mike Madison. You're going to laugh at me. I know a lot of people see him like he's not really good on defensive zone, everything like that. He has the same problem with Jeff Petrie. What you talk about? Jeff Petrie, when he play on his heel, because he's a great skater, Jeff Petrie, right? He's a great skater, backwards, forward, everything like that. But when he play on his heel, that's why he become really vulnerable. He become very not good. And Madison have the same problem. So they cannot play on the heel. So when you change how you can modify this, it's when you put the players to keep controlling. So you hit the players at the red line. Don't give him the middle of the zone, the neutral zone. Don't give him the 5-6 feet. So when you give this, the players coming backwards, now he play on the heel. Now they come on the defensive zone. So if Madison can correct this situation, like they teach at the end of the year at Jeff Petrie, do not play on the hill. That Martin St. Louis system, that's a one big change compared to Ducharme. It was about the defensive zone, the zone coverage on the cap control on the neutral zone. The Montreal get better right away there because they was close the gap. Don't give the red line. Don't give the blue line. Jump play. And then how you can fix this, or what, if you miss the guy, the red line, what happened? You want to be sure you F3 on the offensive zone, become a F1 on the back checking guy. Now join the play and to be sure he cover the defenseman over there. It's a mediation, of course, on another defenseman to cover also the middle of the ice. It's very difficult to explain here like this, but that's what the biggest thing they have to do. I'm really confident about Madison. Bergeron était le tout un gambler, le product de la maison. One was 15% salary cap spent for the goalie. He played almost 16, good idea. He was the market. Renault at that time, he was maybe the top 5 best players in NHL when he got his contract. And that's happened this way. I believe it's $2 million too much. I think at 8.5, that would be a solid, good contract, Renault. But we can go that way with many players, right? The Eric Carlson, the John Tavares. The player perform good, but not great to resonate the money for what they deliver after 2-3 years. So if they would give $2 million less price, that would be a perfect contract, Renault. But that's how it is, right? Roger Delaney, by the way. Welcome back, Mr. Roger Delaney. I just see you right now. Thanks again for your super chat. You're welcome, Bobby. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. How you doing, Marshall Jose? Right on, coach. You're welcome, Alan. Pleasure. Pierre Bergeron est mis dans une position par son grand ami Josh. Moi, c'est une position qui est bien amie dessus ses moyens. Expérience, il voulait bien pour le CH. Franco Iacono, welcome back. Saint-Léonard. Salut, coach. Are they building a team for the Stanley Cup or they making the playoff and hoping they make it to the finals? If you talk about this year, not allowed, Franco gave them 3 years the way you talk about. If they can build a team for the Stanley Cup or making the playoff, 3 years, Franco, for the playoff. And then after that, and 5 years, that will be the top 10 team in NHL. That's the reality. To be realistic, what would they have? Now, can they save 1 year? Possible. But I don't see them this year to make the playoff at all. I don't see them. They would be a little bit better next year, but not to make the playoff again. Year number 3. That's why you now say, oh, now they can compete. That would be the way, Franco, I would say that to you. Hopefully that can give us 50 points. Honestly, Alan, if Devorak can give us 45 to 50 points, if that can give us 35 to 45 points, 42 points, and Zuski still about 65 to 70 points, it's going to be a great year. But again, the Montreal would be a difficult time to compete all year long. So the points are not going to be all there. Drop about 5 to 8 more points less because they will lose the game a lot this year. If Montreal makes 65 points next year, that'll be a good year for the Montreal Canadiens. Understanding. So we'll see. Thank you guys. Thanks, Mr. Roger. Pierre, son entêtement avec Dano et son extrême love à Gallagher, sachant qu'elle avait la penche descendante. Ouch. AP, t'as bien raison pour Dano. Quand t'es rendu à 500 000 par année, mon AP, là, il y a des problèmes à quelque part. And sa tête dure avec Markov, c'en est un autre AP. Il voulait être le chef, il voulait montrer que c'était le boss, puis il a pris des décisions des fois personnelles et non pour le bénéfice de l'équipe AP. C'est mon point de vue. Il a fait des bonnes choses. Il était très bon dans les échanges, mais il était très mauvais dans les drafts. Il était très mauvais pour négociation des contrats AP. Steve G is in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. C'est le clip Med et c'est cool. Gamin, welcome back in the house. Thank you to be with us tonight. Mr. Gamin, Mr. Gaiman, I will send you right now to talk about hockey and nothing about the politics. We're going to ban you out of this chat right now. So we did it with another name. You asked us yesterday what happening to you. Right now, I'm telling you the same thing. If you talk about hockey, we keep you. If you talk about the Russia, Ukraine, we're going to put you out of this chat. So you got the warning. Now you understand. Because yesterday you did not understand what you did. Now you understand the reason why we tell you right now. If you continue talking that way, Jose just put him out and that's it. So it's a channel about hockey. And you should know that. All right? So we're not here to support anything. We're here to talking about hockey. So that's it right now. Want to be sure it's clear for everybody right now here. It's all about hockey. Are you concerned having Hoffman around hockey, showing them their habit? The man can score a goal but not know how to play hockey. I don't see that, Marco. They have so much surrender with great people. I don't see that at all. You know what I mean? Like, they will not copy what Mike Hoffman does or Josh Anderson does, his own coverage, everything like that. They would be teach properly for the young guys, everything, Marco. I don't see this at all. What do you think about medicine contract, AP3? What do you think about the medicine contract? But, you know, the best way I can tell you, King, is like maybe you want to hear, but the Montreal saved $2 million, and that's the reason why they made the trade about this one over there. So that's the only reason about this one over there. Montreal saved $2 million for the next 3 years. At 2 years, that's $6 million. So that's a good one over there, overall, King. So that's a good way for the Montreal Canadiens versus P3. And I think overall it's a good way to set that there. All right, please talk about hockey. Here we go. What should Primo that contract amount term about this? What should Primo that contract amount? Primo signed a contract today while king of the game. Now that is a little bit different. I think for me it could be $1.5 million for that one over there. It could reach. I'll be disappointed if they gave him $2 million, King. And the reason behind this is he don't have show yet at Montreal Canadiens. So for me, that would be better to wait a little bit longer and they go that one over there. So for me, that would be good about this one over there. It saw the new pause. Mike Madison contract was structured. It will be traded this year to the Canadian team with the bonus. And we're not here for. There you go. Thank you so much for the people step up about this one over there. Any chance Pissick make the Wings roster to open the season? I think they would keep him. KLS, Mike Pissick. I think they will be, on the roster. Now, he's going to be limited. And he would take the spot of Max Stahl in my eyes. And I can say that. I just said that on my head without knowing everything right there. So let me check about this to be sure when I'm talking is I'm right things about this one over there. Good night, Mr. Allen. Yeah, if you think about this, he's going to be the number 8 of this. Now you're going to have Mete, you're going to have Ronek, Chariot, that's 3, Zeller, that's 4. You're going to have Edvinson, that's 5. And he's going to fight for number 6 with the rest, Linkstrom and Ostel and Comfort, whatever they call it. So I expect him to be number 7. So that would be that one over there. Primo, 1.25K. Oh, you said Primo, I see Montembeault. Not much, Renault. I think it would be at $1 million. Yeah, worst case he could be right there. Renault at 1.5, but he's going to get a 2-week contract, Renault. So I don't think so. He's going to get more. I think he's going to get $750 with Montreal. He's going to get X dollars, and an American Arcade could be at $200,000 or something like that. Bonsoir, Mr. T. Danny T, welcome back. Zev, yep, so right about this. Bobby Hockey, yep, thanks so much. I appreciate a lot, everybody. You focus on hockey. Go Abs, go, Mr. AP. Do you believe if Carey Price returned back to normal L, do you think he would be around to enough to be able to return the playoff? No. No. He will barely make 40 games this year if he's really healthy. And I think because he did not take the surgery, I don't think so he will return with the Montreal Canadiens. I wouldn't be surprised if Carey Price is get retired in the next 2 years. My hometown. There we go. Peter Pavel, Tkachuk or Barrie? For me, Tkachuk, KLS. Secondly, Barrie stopped to play a young age, but for me, I will go with Tkachuk. If you cannot put your real name, get out of it. Simple. There's going to be a chance to manquer pour le CH about this. So nice to talk hockey in July. Thank you. You're welcome, Alan. Assez à écouter l'avancement des entraîneurs. Good night, Alan. What is said? I don't know French about this. Enough. Stop. KLS, he was asked you, it's really difficult to choose between Puri and Tkachuk. And I stopped early listen to the coach wanting Kyle is going to stop. Will maybe a bit Gretzky record? No. Coach, about Mayu, does he some injury prone to you, or was there just bad luck last season for him? It was a bad luck, Pierre. He got hurt with during the fight. When he fight with another player, he fall and he broke his dislocation or broken his. That's during the fight. So he's not injury prone, honestly, at that moment. Purée 90s, Tkachuk in 2000. Happy, I agree with you. Franco, question, coach. Erin Flame going to arbitration with overcatcher. Any thought? Yeah, but first of all, they have to do it for be sure they have negotiation, be better between both. To keep Tkachuk, they will try to keep him $9.5 million, 8 years. And the Tkachuk family are not easy to deal. Can he try to get 10? I don't know. And he said, look, if Goodrow get 10.5, why not I cannot get 10.5? I don't think so they'll go that way. But I would believe they will try to get him an 8-year contract at 9.5. And that would be my logic about this one over there. And they have to do it. If not, they're going to lose him. So, but that would be tough. You know what Brady Tkachuk did with Ottawa Senator? That's the same family. So that would be the really to follow about this. Mr. Wood looked like to sleep. Thanks so much, Mr. Wood. What was so bad about Abs PK last couple of years? They seem to have averaged two guys on the top of each other, not cutting off lane. Abs PK last a couple of years. Yeah, so yeah, two things, Marco. They was not aggressive. And then after that, it was the defenseman, the zone coverage. The Chariot, the Romanov was very difficult about this one over there. Weber, the year before, too slow. And Savard is slow. Petrie did the best he can, but not good enough. So when you don't have a good defensive zone coverage on PK with aggressivity, but to be sure you cover. Remember, like you guys, maybe, I don't know, Marco, your age, but the old school hockey was the box, right? They don't exist anymore, the box. It's more like a 1-1-2. So why? Because the other team play an umbrella where it's a 1-3-1. And to cut the middle, if you have a box, you open up the lane. So they try to cut the lane by shifting the 1-1-2 and then 1-3-1 the box. So they're shifting all the time. So what is really important is the right decision, block the lane for the pass, and to be sure if you have a battle for 50-50 jump. Now, when you become an aggressive team skater or an aggressive PK, you have to be sure you collapse more in front of the net. And that's happening with Montreal Canadiens, a lack of the defensive zone. Edmondson was a big piece of the Montreal did not get last year. He played only, 20 games at the end of the year. So they missed him a lot on the PK. A 6'4", a 6'5" guys on defensive is better. Romanov have a really difficult time. And Charlotte is not a smart hockey player. Charlotte is good, but he's not a smart hockey player. His IQ is limited. And zone coverage problem for me was my biggest about PK. Hopefully this answer to you. The insane ends of that shoot was unbelievable. I have to agree with you. About that, Danny bounce back. That shoot will make a playoff look foolish. The best end at that angle was in my life. That shoot was insane. Patrick game number 2. I agree with you, Mr. AP, and you can add something, win the battle. He was winning the battle with a physical because he was so good with his stick. Mr. Gavin Concon, maybe is the best way I can say that. Welcome aboard. Oof. First of all, you're absolutely right. Way overpaying. So we said to you, $2 million too much about him. He took advantage of his 15 goal 2 years ago. Now, on the flip side, he played with a hip injuries all year long, most of the time. It's not easy. As a defenseman, we play with a hip injury because we call as a defenseman, separate your body. Your upper body and the lower body cannot fix together. You have to be separate them. So one turn left, the another part turn right. That's how the defenseman works. So when you have a hip surgery, it's really difficult. You can see he struggled a lot on the playoff, right? The things for me, what is supposed to be good is the physicality of the game. But because you have a hip surgery, a hip problem or problem with injury, he did not play at his full capacity. So now I will make him not like a little bit an excuse. That's not change between you and me. He still paid too much for what he got. I think Edmonton is going to regret this way, exactly like Chicago did with Zeb Jones, and exactly what other team does with other players. But for me, you're absolutely right about this one over there. Way overpaid. Thank you again, Mr. G to be there, sir. McDavid can catch a lot of club recount one as, but same stand forever like a KLS, but I don't see him to reach the 1900 point, everything like that. I don't see that. Mr. Elio Biancucci is in the house tonight. Welcome back, buddy. Yes, Elio, backup number 3. We don't have anybody else right now, so I think it's a good deal for at this moment, Elio. And if something happened to Price or Allen, you have a backup over there. And the year where we at, with what we're going to do, that's all right. Better to have a French Canadian goaltender right now. He loved Montreal. He liked to play at home. And I think overall, that's a good setup for the Montreal Canadiens. Elio. Collarbone, merci beaucoup, mon Pierre. Vous allez dire après ça. Bye. IP. RJ. Oh, Rodriguez visit Soto. That's amazing to see that. I wish I could see this. Please respect. I'll deal with Ivor. Bye-bye. Matt Gonzo. Matt, welcome back. Oh. Oh, Matt. Trophy Calder next year. Simon Edvinson, Marco Ruzzi, and Johnson for Columbus Blue Jacket. And I could be wrong all three. And I think they are right now they are the draft pick of 2021. They're all going to play, but Edvinson I think is 2020. They're all going to play in NHL this year, all three, I believe. And that'll be hard for the 2022 Curvy to be part of this. So I have to go with this. Now, can we have an older players, 25, 23, 24, 25, 26, as a goaltender or something like that? I will have to look about this. Like Michael Bunting with Toronto last year. I cannot recall it on my head right away. But if you take about 3 players right now, come really quick. And Detroit, Edvinson, Rosie, Minnesota, and Johnson with the Columbus. I'll get to lay down, cover the world I've size. Yeah, Mr. Al Gill. And the unlikely possibility that they have a winning record next season, if find themselves in a wild card spot, do you see them as, what do you do as a GM if you're really but in the mixer? I don't see this King allow. And you stick or you plan, right? You stick with the plan. That's enchant. Great if we compete. That's awesome. And we haven't made the chance to make the playoff. That's awesome. But we're not changing the plan. The plan is about 3 to 5 years. Let's move on. What we're supposed to do. Everything like that. Let's trade at the line Jake Allen. Let's trade Jonathan Drouin. Let's trade Dadonov, and be around. Let it go. So that would be the plan for me at the trade deadline. Can they make another move until October? Yes. I would not be surprised. Who? I'm not sure. Can they try to get a right defenseman? Like I said, Michael Stone on the UF3. That'd be good. If not, Tyson Barrie could be an option. Damon Severson could be an option, but would cost you more. But I'm not sure they want to build with him after that. So that would be interesting. Mr. G. Ola. Dan Asham, welcome back in the house. Caleb and Dan Asham, welcome back, both of you. Luciano Graziano, welcome back in the house. Toronto Maple Leaf. What about Joseph Phyllis? Joseph, welcome back in the house. You guys, you're awesome. And don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great if you don't mind. Have to split everyone. Have to good night. A great show, coach. You're welcome. Have a see you, my friend. And I will see you the next time, Marco. Adam Berger, welcome back in the house. Moderator of the Hockey National Show. Danny, welcome back again. Gary Bass, welcome. Everybody is running in Nashville. Here we go. Hello, neighbor Adam. KLS. Burns have enough left to have a big impact on Hurricane. Yes. And the reason why I would say yes to you also, he's not the number 1 over there. He's going to become number 2. Slavin will be the number 1. And now Burns is going to be number 2. So you're going to minimize his minute, 23, 24, 25. He's in shape, and he's a tough guy. He's a big defenseman, great shot, and it will be his friend. D'Angelo is more mobile. D'Angelo more passing the puck, but Burns is one-timer shot. That's power over there. It's a Shane Weber shot, right? So that will make them demystify their power play, careless, but no problem. I believe this was a good trade for them to get him when they know that D'Angelo was leaving. I think overall it's a plus, by the way. On the locker room, because Burns guy is a great guy. He's like, he loved the game, he's smiling, have a good time. He's a really good teammate. D'Angelo, it's not sure about this, right? So it'll be interesting to see that there. Amel Slaverosha and a joke joining Russia with Lava Gariber, Mr. Friend. Real Deal Prim, welcome aboard. I'm a tip at him apparently about this. Edmonton, Detroit, yes, sir. Thanks so much, Gavin. Back to back years, at China started the blue line. Absolutely right about this, Kelly. Question about Max Pacioretty, overrated or not? Is not Ovechkin, but play. Consistency. He got his goal. Is a guy for me. When he was on his prime, he got the 30 goal per year, 27, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. But when he get older, prone injuries, cannot perform all the time, and I think he complete his $7 million contract is a good news for everybody in NHL. If you sign him next year, you can go with three years, $4 million. That's it. You cannot pay him a lot after that because you never know what he will going to give you after that. Is a player can go drop down quickly on my eyes. So I will be really careful after this one over there. Now, can he score 25 goals with Carolina? 30 possible, but again, how many games he's going to play with there? That's Pacioretty right now. That's how he become on my eyes. Coach Adam, question. If I was the GM at Vegas, I would tell Nolan Patrick, hey, you have two options. You retire because of your service concussion, or we put you on the long-term injury reserve. But you cannot, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot put long-term if you don't have no document for the doctor, everything like that, honestly. It's not hurt your team right now, Adam, for the Vegas. It's only $1.2 million, and they knows what you're going to do with him. So those options are there, but I think they will wait a little bit longer. It's still early right now to figure out what is the next thing for Nolan Patrick. You know, at some point he's going to be anyway at the long term. So now, if it was like $3-4 million, I still believe he's at $1.2 million, Patrick. Again, sometimes I talk like this, I'll never know. Here we go. At 1.2, he's only 23 years old, Adam. So you're not going to tell him to retire yet, unfortunately. But it's something you have to be careful. I will not be worried about it. He's not damaged your salary cap right now. Vegas is at $75 million right now. They have money right now to pay Roy, Kozar, and Hag. And then figure out after that. But they have to pay. That's what they have to do. So it'll be interesting what is going to happen, Adam. Yeah, did he get Weber there already? Here we go. I'm going back to Illinois. Awesome. Enjoy. Il y a beaucoup plus de gens que samedi. Mon Nicolas, oui, ben d'accord avec toi. On est prospect on the blue line et Goalie, this kid has all the tools. Yes, Alan. He's going to be a great hockey player for sure. Do you think Sandin will get enough for a sheet? I would not be surprised. It's funny because I want to talk about this tomorrow night. Would you like to sleep about this? But Sandin, it could be one of them. It could get enough for a sheet because Toronto is limited with money. So if they said to Toronto, send in $3 million, Toronto, what he can do? Now, they will try to trade the Toronto move. They tried to trade three players on my eye. Justin Hall, Kerfoot, and Mazen. All the three. Now, it's not like 1, 2, 3. Sudden is number 4. And if they trade Justin Hall out, they have enough money to pay Sandin. I think they would equal the money to Sandin. But if a team tell him $4 million, like they did with Kokanemi for 6.1, what he can do? Yeah, I still believe he's a good hockey player. He can become a good, solid defenseman, top 4 in NHL. But that would be interesting to see that. Coach, you should make your own exercise. I would maybe come in a bit. Anything on the... No, not allow Joseph at this moment. I agree with you, Alan. I will not make any trade. At least it's benefit for the Montreal Canadiens, right? So if it's benefit, don't cost too much. That's something I will go already, Alan. But right now, you can get him cheaper in the future. So I don't see why you're going to do this. Dubois sign RF3 next season will be UF3. He wants to play for Montreal. I can get a great deal about this. Leaf can sign Matthews to an extension after July 2023. They better prepare themselves to make that happen. I agree with you, and I'm thinking about 12 million and more. Luciano about him. No Chen AM is gone. Jeffrey, welcome aboard. Very possible, Jeffrey. Will you play for the leave, Jeffrey? 15 like plus physical patient watching. Maybe allow the stay money. And don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Baseball home run. Derby 1. Soto, Washington National, the winner. Thanks so much, RJ. You're welcome. Dubois sound like a troublemaker, not happy at Columbus, not happy in Winnipeg. This a red flag, Randy. But now we don't know everything behind this, Randy. And I'm always give the benefit for the players, but it's not a good news. That's the best thing I can tell you of that. Alan, yes, I watch the power play for them with the brain cat. That would be awesome in Norris. I would play for the minimum wage, but I'm 65. Ken Hughes cannot be mad about Madison until his contract is up. He negotiated the deal for Mike and Florida, has to pay him for the abs. I think at 4.8 is not a bad deal, Randy. Overall, is going to give you a good hockey. You'll be surprised by Mike Madison with Martin Saint-Louis. The play Montreal play is good. Now, remember, he's not a power play guy. He's not a PK guy. He's not playing on special team. But what Martin Saint-Louis did last year, he increasing the number of the goal of 5 versus 5. Where Matt Madison is a top 20 best players, defenseman, 5 versus 5. The analytics prove Madison is a great hockey player at even strength. So if they use him properly, he plays 20 minutes per game, he sit at the right chair, Madison is going to give you exactly what Madison is. But again, if you put him on the power play and at full time, now he's going to get some power play. He's a great skater. Problem is sometimes on defensive zone. But again, it's the same thing with Petrie. You on the defensive side, guys, it's not better. Both of them turn over the puck. And when they play on the hill, like I explained earlier, they struggle, both of them. That's from the point between both is because Petrie played a lot on power play for the Montreal. He's not going to get this in Pittsburgh. So, and again, it's not a bad trade for both teams at the end of the day. The beauty of what we have right now, we have a 28 years old, is starting to be on his prime, and he can get better in the next 2 years. Exactly what Petrie came in Montreal. Petrie came in Montreal at 27 years old, right? And he get better with time at Montreal. At that time, Montreal had not much the development. Now they have development to make Madison better, and they did the same thing with Kulak. So I still believe Montreal is going to take advantage of Madison at some point, but with realistic. If you stay realistic, you'll be fine. That would be something to check about this one over there. Dubas maybe sign a basis track record. Well, is there a rumor that disaster coach? Now, I would like to What's my question about Burns? Can't answer. I did KLS about Burns. People thought we were winning him on the top. Coach, how many points do you think Madison would get? Because he does play on power play, I will say to you about 30. He's not like a primary passing, but he's a, the problem with Randy is Montreal is not going to score a lot of goals, right, compared to Pittsburgh. So 30 points, if he can score 6-8 goals with Montreal and the 17-point assist, 20 points, that'd be good, Randy. Because about this one of that, and what I said KLS about Burns is he loves to play hockey. He's a great slap shot, one-timer, like Shea Weber. And Carolina is going to take advantage because he's not number one like anymore. Compared was in San Jose. He's going to be behind Jacob Slavin. He's going to be a great asset on the power play. The only disadvantage of him is he's not moved a lot. So he's more stationary defenseman as a quarterback compared to D'Angelo. Can they make some mutation between Burns to go on the top of the flanker or keep him on the quarterback? That's Brandamo answer. But keep him at 23 minutes per game. It's going to be it's a great asset for them. It's a better this one at Patricia in my eyes, Randy, KLS. I cannot have Whiteman and Sava on power play unit number. No, I think they will go with Justin Barron, Randy. That will be the guest one about this one over there. Okay, see you tomorrow. Good night, Alan. I'll fall back. Salut, Alan. Salut. When the Montebo will not improve on his number next year, not allowed. It's not the point. Coach, now I would like to sleep. Great show again. Thanks so much for all your work. You're welcome, William. Have a great night, Mr. William. Always a pleasure to see you. It's Madison at 30, Petru has only 40 with Crosby and Manoon. The problem, Randy, is with Montreal, he get a percentage of the point on power play, and now he's not going to get this a lot with Letank over there. Always such a great site. I'm here. Sorry for the sleep. I did it. I hit the. Thank you, Kelly. Welcome back. Est-ce que tu as compris, mon lip? Moi et toi, on comprend qu'ils ne seront pas forts. Why did Canada get rid of D'Angelo when he have a lot of points for them was his problem and the look? Not allow Randy. He's 24 years old, and he will request a lot of money in the future. So that's the problem we're going to get, and they believe for what he bring on they want to get more another players as a forward top six to balance the offensive of this. So it was a choice, and when they know they can get Burns, they said, let's go, and we're going to let it go D'Angelo. They get a second round pick, a pick and return about this one over there. So, and again, between you and me, I don't know his work ethic. I don't know what he does in locker room. And, those kind of situations, Randy, I'm not sure. Do you think William Carlson on the Golden Knight will ever match? No, Bobby. I don't see that. The Rocket Richard Semi was fair. That's a pro asset. Welcome aboard. Le monde à Montréal pense qu'ils ont des chances de gagner la Coupe à tous les ans. Non, pas cette année. About this, invite me on the live. Surtout les journalistes, François. Ben d'accord avec toi. Me and Jeffrey are lead fan with the very low expectation, Luciano. You can see. And don't forget to click on the like. That'll be awesome for each one of you. Here we go. We just hit the bottom of the statement, all the posts. We hit 11 o'clock, so it's the timing now to go to the end of the show with the Frenchy quiz. Hopefully, you are ready for the Frenchy quiz. Tonight, we have a lot of easy question. What? The easy question is not. You have the chance to win right now. It's easier. You have 33% of the question tonight. So it's going to be easier for each one of you to have a chance to win. We want to congratulate José Duarte, Vinny, James Bond, and KLS, the winner today of the show today. Five questions tonight. It's about the UFA and all kind of stuff like that. But how many players UFA in 2021 was on the market for signing a new contract? 398 players. Under, over, or exact. Player UFA in 2021. Not this year. Last year, because today we did the question this morning. So 2021, under, over, or exact. Good luck, everybody. RJ, Nicolas, Bobby, Nicolas, non, Nicolas, le Rocket Richard. Jose, Adam, Zenit, Nicolas, Mark, Rudolph, Gary Bass, Brand Stable, welcome back, Mr. Brand. Round with Kings, Luke Jefferson, Vinny. Pierre Martin, Dan et Kelly.
Oh my God!
The first answer, this one, ladies and gentlemen, many of you got it. Honestly, a lot. The answer is A, under 396 players. I believe it was the answer, this one.
Oh my God!
Question number 2. Question number 2, guys. How many of them signed a new contract of the 394 players? 216 players signed a new contract last year as a UFA. Under, over, or exact? I got it, KLS. La Rocket, love this. Rudolph, Zenit, La Rocket, got it. RJ, I got it. Vinny. Luciano, Nicolas, Francois, Brian, Ron, David, Bobby, Mike Robinet, Jose, Adam, Gary, Kelly, Joseph. It could get that one if you want to. Luc Lafortune. Pierre Martin. Real Deal. Dan Asham. The answer this one, guys.
Oh my God!
If you get A, you win again. And happen to Bobby, Jose Duarte, Mark, and Vinny and Kelly, all of 5 take the lead at 2.
Oh my God!
Congratulations, some of you are 1. Look at Fortune RJ score on this one over there. Question number 3. Question number 3. From the 215 players signed a contract, what is the total of the years combined together? So all the players sign a contract. The total of the 215 is 349 years contract for all the combined together. Is it under, over, or exact? RJ, got it. Run with Kings, I got it. Nicolas, I got it. Mark, I got it. Brian, I got it. Rudolph, I got it. Rocket, I got it. Pierre, 1 and 2. Bobby, I got it. Adam, I got it. Luke, I got it. David, I got it. James Bond, I got it. Zenit, Gary, Zenit, Jose, I got it. François, I got it. KLS, I got it. Real, Kelly, I got it. Luciano, Graziano, I got it. Pierre Martin, I got it.
Oh my God!
If you answer A again, you win this one over there. And Jose Duarte, Vinny, and Kelly, all three take the lead at 3. Mark at 2, and Bobby is at 2. Luciano, Brian, and Nicolas de Gobi score on this one over there. And Joseph Phyllis, we give it to you. You got it, that one over there. Congratulations, Joseph. And that's what happened. Question number 3. Done deal. Question number 4. Which team signed the most player in 2021 on this list? Which team signed the most UFA players on this list? Chicago, Toronto, Arizona, Carolina, and Seattle. Good luck, everybody. I should go away and hiding under a rock, Francois. RJ said a Zenit. Thank you. Bobby, Nicolas, Run with Kings, Wolf, Luc Laportine, Micro, David. Francis, juste la chance en général, mon Pierre, t'as bien raison. Brian, Rudolph, Rusty, welcome back. Le Rocket, Mark, Adam, François, Gary, Gus, welcome back, Gus. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes at the end of the show. KLS, I got it. Anybody else? I wait for some. Kelly should buy a lottery ticket. Here we go. Look about Kelly. She didn't answer. Luciano, welcome back. And anybody? Kelly said B with Toronto.
Oh my God!
But if you answer D, you got that one over there. And we have Luciano score on that one over there. We have Rudolph got that one, of course. That's a good score. Joseph, a good night. And Vinny, you did not get that one over there. But Jose Duarte, Vinny, and Kelly are 3. If they are wrong, the last question of the night, some of you can win. Good night, everybody. Luc Laportine is still at 1 on this one. Carolina, yep. 15 new players. Calculate all the 2 ways, everything like that. That's calculate about this. From the draft 2022, this year, the draft, do you think Canada has the most player drafted to the rest of the other country, but the USA does not count? Do you believe Canada have the most player drafted compared to all other countries, the Russia, the Finland, the Slovakia, the Germany, but the USA does not count? Under, over, or exact? Thank you, Ron. RJ, thank you. Mark, K-Labs. Mark, Kellab, Nicolas, Rusty, Bobby, Gary, Adam, Brian, David, Francois. Under will be, look, they are under the country for the other countries. If they have more players, it's over. And they have the same number, they are exact. Look. Luciano. Real. Le Rocket, tant qu'à ça de moi, j'ai pas de problème. Vinny. Luc Lafortune. Rudolph. Pierre Martin. Joseph Duarte. Dans le fond, mon Luc, c'est si le Canada a plus de joueurs draftés que les autres pays, mais ça compte pas les États-Unis. Jose, Gus, Kelly. François, please spot us here. OK. Sit. Tu m'as-tu donné une réponse ou tu m'as donné over about this one over there? Jose Duarte, all right. Wow! Wow!
Oh my God!
Wow! I love it! I love it, ladies and gentlemen. The answer is C. And Bobby Donuts come back to tie the game with Jose Duarte and Vinny and Kelly. All four have a 3 good answer. All the winner of the contest of the Frenchy quiz on the Monday night. Congratulations for each one of you tonight. We appreciate your participation. Wow, what a game tonight. Richard, serais-tu abonné à FRENCHY? What a shot tonight. The same number, guys. Unbelievable. It was Bobby Bag of Donuts, the winner with Kelly. Congratulations. Also, can I tie with who, coach? Slovakia, Russia, Finland, Sweden, Germany, Swiss. They are 87 versus 87, Kelly. That's pretty cool about this one over there. So congratulations, everybody. We want to thank each one of you for your participation on the Hockey Nation Live Show. Please click on the likes. That was something we like to get from you before you leave the building. And again, I look forward to you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, with other subject. Of course, off-season guy, please bring your question. I'm here for you for the next couple of weeks before I leave for a couple of weeks in vacation. Until then, we want to remind you, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, you have greatness inside of you. We want to say to you, of course, have an amazing, great night, sweet dream. Be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, find a way to dominate your second half of what, boys? Yes, they will say 2022. We love you, people. Have an amazing, great night. Yomo, next time, stop, welcome back, Nicola, RJ, Real Deal, Luciano, Bobby, congratulations, François Pitt, Luc Laportine, Kelly, RJ, The Rocket Richard, Jose Duarte, Adam Berger, Mark, Vinny, LKLS, Pierre Martin, Luc Laportine, Nicolas, Brian, Luciano, and GF Joseph Rudolph. Thank you so much, my friend Pierre Martin. Of course, thank you so much, Perry M. Welcome, and go, leave, go. Come back tomorrow night, guys, at 9 o'clock p.m. We'll be back, and we want to thank all the moderators of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Mr. Yamo Vertenen, of course, with RJ Calabro, the helper, and the moderator, of course, Danny, Adam, and Jose. Again, an amazing, great job, everybody. We thank you. Have an amazing, great night. Adam, I don't know yet. Jose, by the way, Adam, and I'll talk, send me a picture of the Hooters from the outside. Thank you, RJ. Have a great night, buddy. Thanks again for all the update tonight.
What you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go?
Thank you, Jose.